Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I am MegaFig400, and this episode, more Scouters. Chrono, what does the Scout... Yeah, that joke's been... That's still funny. Chrono, what does the Scouter say about his power level? It's... big. I don't know. But anyway, so we're still in the Ocean Palace. We're gonna make some progress, and Marley learns Haste. Haste makes waste. Never really got that. I'm sure if I thought about it, it would make sense. I guess haste would be if you're like, yeah, I guess if you're like, you know, hasteful, if you're doing things really fast, you end up actually, you know, being more wasteful in time and other stuff. So I guess that makes sense. But that statement's always been seemed odd. So anyway, you want to hit these. I don't know if you need to hit both of these switches, but there's some switch you have to hit in order to continue onward. But here we have a new enemy called one Jin, and one of them is Barghest. Barghest, you don't want to attack first. You want to attack Barghest first, because Barghest allows Jin to have a shield. I'm trying to think. Let me look exactly what their stats are of such. Okay, Barghest, shell damage. Okay, so it does physical damage to one character if Jin is alive, shell damage to all characters if Jin is dead, and counterattacks with magic when close to Jin, and it gives Jin a shield. So you definitely want to kill Barghest first. Jin Rummy. Jin has high defense until you kill Barghest, and he sacrifices itself to heal Barghest, and it has high magic defense. So you just want to use physical attacks once you kill Barghest. They're not that hard to deal with, the Jin and Barghest. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Barghest right, but when have I ever pronounced anything right? Barghest. Yeah, Barghest. But yeah, so what to talk about? If you haven't noticed, like from last episode, I'm trying to try a new thing, because, you know, looking back at some of my older episodes, I realized, or episodes of, like, old projects, I realized that I've kind of gone from, you know, just ranting whenever I have nothing to talk about, to, you know, almost, even with this project a little bit, even when I said I wasn't going to, just enforcing it to have, like, a rant per day, which in some ways isn't bad, but I feel I've been ignoring the game way too much. So what I'm gonna try, you know, start doing is, you know, backing off a little bit, in terms of ranting. I know some people really like them, and I'm not gonna get rid of them, and I'm not gonna do any pre-rants. I know a lot of people gave me, you know, rant topics, and if I think about them, you know, I'll still use the rant topics. Don't, you know, but, you know, I almost tend to do better when I just rant about what I'm, you know, just thinking about, or just, you know, not trying to force it or feeling like I have to. Because with the daily rants, it feels like a lot of them have somewhat have lost their impact, and I feel like I'm, you know, rushed to do them and, you know, forced to do them. So, you know, I know some people will find them boring. I know a lot of people like them, and I'm again not getting rid of them, but, you know, there's going to be less. It's going to be more focused on the game, and they're going to just be mostly when I have nothing to talk about, and they're going to be kind of, you know, impromptu, just, you know, spontaneous, which, you know, back when I did Warland 2, I think that's, you know, a lot of people were complimenting that. They liked that, but, you know, it was just when it was impromptu, when there was really nothing to talk about. And, like, in this game, there's a ton of stuff to talk about. Like, for example, Chrono has orange hair, and it's spiky. But no, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of text, and in that case, you know, your ranting should be, you know, lessened. But I am, of course, I'm gonna leave some. I'm gonna cut more, but I'm gonna leave some battles in. I don't, you know, I don't want to leave too much in, because, you know, really no one wants to watch just battles over and over again. They do get old after a while, you know. But of course, the ranting, you know, balances that out. So, yeah, I know. Right now I'm ranting about not ranting, or about ranting, which is kind of odd. So those guys, if you step on the blue tiles, a mage will appear and they will awaken those scouters, or scouts, so you don't want to do that. And there's another switch over here. I'm not sure if this is the one. There's one switch that allows you to open the pathway. I'm not sure if it's the two on the sides or if this one just opens. I know there was you couldn't reach the other area, which I'm not sure if there's a treasure chest over there I missed. There might be, but I never could find that out, like right over there. Either way, we're gonna head onward into the Ocean Palace, or onward, deeper, or, I guess onward in the Ocean Palace makes sense. So, I do need to find something to... Oh, I guess one thing I could talk about is, game cases. Game cases. Recently I've been, you know, I go to college, of course, and, I've been, you know, it's probably really frivolous to, you know, talk about, but or not frivolous, but it's kind of a, you know, frivolous topic for, like, a rant, but, basically I've been going to college, and, the first year I brought a ton of stuff. I talked about how I've kind of gotten less in the material possessions, and I've tried to just limit it to just stuff that I really need. But first year I had a ton of stuff. I brought the Wii. You know, this is how bad it was. I brought my Wii box, the box that the Wii came in. I was kind of a pack rat, and you know, second year I got rid of a lot of that stuff and just brought, you know, mostly the essentials. You know, this year I noticed, well, I have a ton of these, you know, GameCube, Wii, and DS games. They have all these cases, and it's kind of getting a lot to, you know, carry around. Not to mention the fact that the cases are starting to get a little bit sticky, and here you'll see there's a tab on the side of the wall. You'll want to come back. There is a way to get that, so remember this place. But the cases are getting sticky, and they're getting dusty, and a residue on them, and, you know, that's not fun to deal with. In my opinion, you know, you get a lot of residue on your hands. I'm not like OCD cleaning or in that sense, but you know, I don't like to have, you know, gunk on my hands. Like I wouldn't want, like, you know, to dip my hands in mud and just leave it there. Now, an interesting thing about the Thrashers, and there's another, you know, guy later on, that there's a pair of them. If there's two Thrashers together and you attack a Thrasher, that will end up, what am I trying to say? Oh, they'll end up doing a counterattack. Now, that it's really annoying because if you don't kill the guys and you just you attack all four of them, they'll constantly counterattack you. I know when I played the DS version and I didn't use a mass move to kill them, or I killed one full on. You want to kill one so that the partners don't, because the partners do a duel. So if you have two Thrashers and you kill one of the Thrashers, well, then the other one doesn't do the counterattack. The counterattack only happens if there's two Thrashers. And I think the other one's is it Masher? But Basher, it's Basher. So yeah, you definitely don't. You want to. I think they do a counterattack too, but I know the Thrashers definitely do. And you'll see it later on. I do show at least once, but it's really annoying. And we learn another third triple tech, the Delta Storm, which you'll be seeing very soon. Now these guys, you can actually avoid them if you run fast enough. And yeah, instead of having to deal with, you know, killing these guys, I just took them all out with one gigantic move. That being the Delta Storm, which uses all of the elements: water, fire, and lightning. I guess earth and wind would make more sense, but lightning. And, oh, something I really didn't mention. You definitely kind of want to go through this whole place with Frog or Marley. Robo you can have, and Ally you can, but because of the Scouters, you definitely want the 3 magics minus, you know, Robo. And we just learned Chrono just learned Luminaire. That is the best move he has. The best tech he knows. It's the strongest lightning magic in the game, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. Unless there's like a dual tech that has lightning in it. But anyway, it's a really good move. And we learned it actually probably a little bit earlier than I usually learn it, because I've been leveling up and getting techs a lot. But anyway, back to the case thing. Anyway, I've been, you know, I didn't like the whole stickiness. I didn't like how it was like extra stuff, especially for the DS game. Like, you have this little cartridge and you have all of these games. So I bought a CD case for my Wii game, something I wasn't, you know, initially for, but I decided it would be more convenient in the end. And it's been pretty, you know, faithful to me. And for DS games, I've been, you know, I bought Club Nintendo has like a Nintendo Mario themed DS cartridge case, and I also got one of the white ones because it didn't cost enough coins, and I might get some other ones. I couldn't find anywhere a case that just like you can I want like a 24, like a huge case that you can control put all your games in. I can never find one. I'm sure they're out there, but so I've had to buy like little separate ones. But with Club Nintendo, it's free from whatever coins I had stored, which I had a lot, because there hasn't been really anything that interesting. Kind of sucks that Club Nintendo, like, Japan gets all this awesome stuff. They got this Masa. The ancient red rock has been passed down from generations. The magic planet. Wait. You embody the Masa move, not the... I think you guys have gotten insane. In fact, I don't even know why you guys are here. But yeah, you know, Japan gets all this cool stuff. They get like Mario Galaxy 2, you know, orchestra or soundtrack. You get all these cool games. You get Tingle's Balloon Flight, all this awesome stuff. And we've gotten a bunch of useful cases, which are nice, but we haven't gotten nearly as much as Japan. And it's kind of disappointing, especially because ours costs a lot more than a lot of stuff in Japan. But yeah, the case thing has been pretty useful. But I'm out of time. Next time I'll continue on. We're in the Ocean Palace. And this has been Mega 400, reminding you that Zeal is insane, just like the Pasta King.